you imagine living in a place where a meal means eating leftovers from the garbage and shelter is found among the dead? This isn't just a story, it's the harsh reality faced by thousands in the Philippines. Join Wander Chronicles 79 as we take you on a journey into this hidden world, where every day is a fight to survive. Welcome back to Wander Chronicles 79. Today we're uncovering a side of the Philippines that few talk about, but many endure. In the slums of Manila, people face unimaginable hardships. They survive off scraps found in trash bins, sleep next to tombstones, and live without basic necessities. In this journey, we'll explore the resilience and strength of these communities, living on the edge every single day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay with us until the end of this eye-opening story. The floating life, the Bajau, sea gypsies. Imagine a life completely at sea. The Bajau people, or sea gypsies, have lived on water for centuries, adapting to survive in a way that most of us can't even imagine. They are born, raised, and spend most of their lives on tiny boats, with the ocean as their only constant. Their entire way of life revolves around the water, from finding food to building family bonds. Did you know? Some Bajau can dive up to 60 meters underwater without any diving gear, holding their breath for over 8 minutes. Scientists have found that the Bajau's spleens are 50% larger than average, helping them hold their breath for extended periods underwater. From an early age, Bajau children are taught to swim, dive, and fish with homemade bamboo goggles. They learn to spear fish with handmade spears and catch sea creatures with bare hands. But with waters polluted by waste from nearby cities, the Bajau's traditional lifestyle faces enormous challenges. Plastic waste, toxic chemicals, and overfishing are diminishing the fish population, pushing the Bajau to deeper waters and dangerous territory. Their very survival is under threat. Yet, despite these hardships, they cling to their way of life, adapting to changes with the resilience they've known for generations. Leaving the vast open seas, let's journey next to the bustling streets of Manila, where thousands search for their next meal in garbage bins. Surviving on trash, the culture of pagpag. In Manila's poorest neighborhoods, families are too poor to afford a single meal, let alone 3. For many, food comes from the trash. This is the culture of pagpag, leftovers salvaged from garbage bins outside fast food restaurants, cleaned, recooked, and served again. Can you imagine relying on discarded food to survive? This isn't just an isolated case. Pagpag has become a survival strategy for many. Trash collectors, known as scrappers, roam around collecting half-eaten pieces of fried chicken, rice, burgers, and other discarded food from restaurant bins. They wash and recook the food, sometimes boiling it multiple times to make it safe. For some, pagpag is the only food they'll eat all day. Children, as young as 5 or 6, join their parents, learning to scavenge from trash bins, viewing it as normal because it's their only reality. Families gather around plates of reheated leftovers as if it's a feast, grateful for the food they've managed to find. It's heartbreaking, yet it shows the desperation these people face and the ways they've adapted to survive. After seeing the desperation for food, we move to a place that may seem even more shocking: cemeteries, where thousands have made their homes. Living among the dead, communities and cemeteries. In the slums of Manila, rent is unaffordable for many. People search for any place with shelter, even if it's among the graves. Could you live among tombstones just to have a roof over your head? The cemeteries of Manila are home to thousands of people. They don't visit graves, they live with them. Tombs become beds, and graveyard walls become places to hang clothes or set up small kitchens. For many, this seems safer than living on the streets, especially when night falls. Entire families call cemeteries their homes. Children grow up playing hide-and-seek among the tombstones, unaware of the stigma attached to their unusual surroundings. People even set up small markets within these graveyards, selling essentials like rice, soap, and snacks. There are small businesses, like makeshift barbershops and mini food stalls, serving those who live among the dead. After meeting these resilient families, let's take a closer look at the children of the slums, who grow up far too quickly under the harshest conditions. Lost childhood, street children. In the slums of Manila, childhood often ends early. Thousands of children live on the streets, working to survive and support their families from a young age. What would you do if, as a child, you had to fend for yourself every single day? For most of these kids, going to school is a dream, not a reality. Instead of classrooms, they learn life skills on the streets, facing dangers that no child should have to encounter. These children sell goods like cigarettes or lottery tickets, run errands, or even beg, trying to make just a few pesos to bring back home. For shelter, many sleep under bridges, in alleys, or on sidewalks, with cardboard boxes as their only comfort. Every day they face hunger, violence, and abuse, learning to navigate a world that doesn't offer them protection. Some turn to petty crime as a means of survival, while others are exploited by gangs and criminal groups who take advantage of their vulnerability. With little to no access to healthcare, many children suffer from malnutrition, skin diseases, and respiratory issues due to the harsh living conditions. Yet despite all this, they somehow find ways to smile, to play, and to hope for a better future. Moving on from the struggles of these children, we turn to the challenges faced by the women in the slums, who endure unimaginable sacrifices for their families. The women struggling for survival. In these poor neighborhoods, women face perhaps the harshest sacrifices of all. With limited options, some turn to prostitution to earn just enough to buy a meal for their children. Could you risk your health, your safety, just to feed your family? For many women, this choice is not about morals, it's about survival. In these communities, even middle-aged women, and sometimes grandmothers, enter this line of work out of necessity. It's a heartbreaking reality, with little to no social support to help them find another path. These women face constant danger, not only from the work itself, but from the health risks involved. The Philippines has one of the highest rates of HIV/AIDS in Southeast Asia, and many of these women cannot afford medical care. Living in extreme poverty, with few alternatives, they work night after night, driven by a mother's instinct to protect and provide for her children. These stories paint a picture of unimaginable hardships, yet they also reveal the incredible strength of those who face such difficult lives every day. Thank you for joining us on this insightful journey exploring the slums of the Philippines. These communities remind us of the extraordinary resilience of people who fight every day just to survive. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to Wander Chronicles 79 if you want to explore more hidden and unknown stories from around the world. Which part of this journey moved you the most? Leave your thoughts in the comments below and stay tuned for our next journey.